Hello, my name is Brandon Ramacco, and I'm going to go over how to correct a bad habit in the hips when going upstairs. Well, first we need to identify the problem, and then we'll talk about how to get rid of it. Now, to identify the problem, you need to have someone record you while you're going upstairs, or you need to have a place where you can have, let's say, a mirror. You can move, let's say, a person-length mirror close by the stairs. You can see yourself going up the stairs. You can have something to step onto and put it in front of a mirror so you can watch your hips as you go upstairs. You can either watch in front or watch from behind, or you might even be able to sort of feel your hips to feel what they're doing. And so that's sort of the setup. Instead of a step, I'm going to use this chair. It's a very high step, but that should make it easier for you to see what's going on. And for your practice, you can use a chair if you must. If your apartment is flat, if everything around you is flat, you can use a chair if you have to. So what we're looking for is we're going to look for what the hips are doing. If all the muscles are firing correctly, then our hips should stay level as we step. So I put my foot on the step, the hips stay level. I start to step up, hips stay level. I come all the way up, hips stay level. Now what would be incorrect is if the hips drop. I put my foot up and all of a sudden my hips are already in a drop position. Then I step up, and as I'm stepping up, my hips are all crooked as I'm stepping up. And then once I'm all the way at the top, then my hips are like, ugh, and lift the hips until they're level. That ugh is where the pain kicks in if someone has hip pain. And if you have chronic muscular problems in the hips, tendinosis, for example, the root cause of that could be bad habits. That's why the problem keeps on coming back. So you get temporary relief from massage therapist, physiotherapist, chiropractor, acupuncturist, and the problem keeps on coming back. Maybe this is the root cause. Okay, now to actually watch. So first, I will do it incorrectly. So pay attention to my hips here. So I'm going to step up incorrectly. So my hip dropped. And then as I step up, it stays dropped, and at the end it comes up. Now, what should happen is I put my foot up and the hips just stayed level. Then I step, and the hips stayed level the whole time. So how to fix it? So to fix it, if you put your foot up and all of a sudden your hips are like this, just stop there. Try to figure out how to get your hips to be in that position. And it's sometimes a struggle. You can't figure out how to use the muscles. But that is your practice. If you can't get in one session, then practice later that day. Practice the next day until you can get it. So first step is to be able to get your hips level just with having your foot up on the step. Next is you start to shift weight onto your foot. Often what happens is as soon as someone starts to shift weight onto their foot, their body goes to their programming, which is this. So even though they struggle to get the hips level, as soon as they start to step up, all the work that they just did goes out the window, and their hips become all askew again. So again, okay, so straighten. So back and forth. Oh, it happened again. Straighten. And so it's a struggle to retrain the brain to break the old habits, to rebuild new habits. Of course, you can keep on progressing day after day, session after session, to try to keep it straight. Some people might get all the way to here and then it collapses right there. Okay, and then that's the point they have to practice. And practice, practice, practice until they can step all the way up without the hips dropping. So it is something that requires a lot of practice. Some people can figure out how to do it in one session. That's all they need. Other people, it takes them a week or two of practice. Of course, in between doing it slowly and that slow progression, you can of course try to do a normal step to see if your body has actually learned the correct way to go up. So it's back and forth between practicing and normal steps to see if all the work is actually reflecting in your ability to do steps. Anyways, I hope this helps, and I hope you found it educational, and good luck. Cheers.